Do not plan anything for 2025. Pleiadian warning about what's really coming. Have you ever felt like the world is spinning faster, as if life itself is slipping through your hands before you can even grasp it? Like the plans you so carefully designed seem to fall apart in the face of an unpredictable reality. This isn't just a feeling, it's a sign of a deeper shift. According to the Pleiadians, higher dimensional messengers guiding humanity, 2025 is shaping up to be a year like no other. Picture this, not just the start of another year, but a complete transformation, a cosmic reset where the energy of the planet and the very fabric of reality undergo a profound change. It's not a call to panic, but a powerful opportunity to rethink, realign, and embrace a life that flows more freely, more authentically, and more in tune with the universe. In times of such uncertainty, could the secret to navigating 2025 be letting go of control, releasing rigid plans, and stepping fully into the present moment? Welcome to The Journey of Wisdom. Together, let's dive into why not planning might be the key to thriving in the year ahead, and how this cosmic shift could open doors you never knew existed. Number 1. The nature of 2025 as a pivotal year. 2025 is anticipated to be a year of profound transformation, a pivotal juncture where the currents of energy and consciousness on Earth undergo a significant reset. This moment is not merely a step in time, but an unfolding opportunity for humanity to reimagine and realign with a higher sense of purpose. The year is described as a cosmic reset, where the energies shaping our reality will shift rapidly, presenting challenges and possibilities. In such times of change, traditional methods of planning and forecasting may falter because timelines, once considered linear and predictable, have become fluid. Reality itself is evolving dynamically, and with it, our understanding of what is possible must also adapt. To navigate this period effectively, the emphasis is placed on embracing flexibility and aligning deeply with the present moment. The wisdom shared by the Pleiadians, a consciousness believed to guide humanity from beyond, underscores the importance of staying present and connected to the flow of these shifts, rather than clinging to rigid plans and structures. The message is one of preparation, not through detailed schedules or set expectations, but through cultivating an inner resilience and a willingness to adapt. As the Buddha once said, the only constant in life is change, reminding us that rigidity in thought or action can often be the source of suffering. In modern life, where the pressure to control outcomes dominates much of our decision-making, this teaching offers a liberating perspective. The present moment holds the key to clarity and peace, even amidst uncertainty. When timelines appear to shift unexpectedly or life throws us into uncharted territory, the ability to flow with change, not fight against it, is what brings strength and clarity. This mindset allows for not only survival during turbulent times, but also for thriving in ways we may not have imagined. This cosmic reset isn't just about external events. It invites a re-evaluation of our inner world. What does it mean to live authentically? How do we stay grounded when the ground beneath our feet feels as though it's constantly moving? The Pleiadian guidance aligns with ancient wisdom that encourages mindfulness and self-awareness. When you realize nothing is lacking, the whole world belongs to you, Lao Tzu once taught, highlighting the profound potential of presence and acceptance. This principle is especially relevant for 2025, where being present not only helps us cope with uncertainty, but also reveals the hidden opportunities that emerge when we let go of preconceived notions and stay open to possibility. For individuals navigating this transformative year, the advice is simple yet profound. Focus on alignment rather than control. In our modern, goal-oriented society, this may seem counterintuitive, but it is essential. Instead of rigidly mapping out the year ahead, consider asking yourself deeper questions. What values truly matter to you? Are your actions aligned with these values? Are you allowing space for the unexpected and for growth that comes in forms you may not anticipate? Aligning with the flow of the year means staying true to yourself while remaining flexible in how you approach external circumstances. As this energy reset progresses, collective and personal evolution will go hand in hand. Society as a whole may begin to see shifts in priorities with an increased focus on community, empathy, and sustainability. These shifts call for individuals to adopt a sense of responsibility, not to predict or control the future, but to contribute to it mindfully. Mahatma Gandhi's words, "Be the change that you wish to see in the world," resonate deeply here, emphasizing that the most effective way to prepare for any change is by embodying the values you hope will shape the future. In practical terms, embracing 2025's energy means cultivating habits that anchor you in the present while building resilience for the unknown. Practices like meditation, journaling, or simply spending time in nature can help create a sense of stability within. Likewise, developing the skill of active listening, whether to others or to your inner self, can provide insight and direction when the external world feels chaotic. The more you nurture this inner alignment, the better equipped you'll be to face the fluid and evolving timelines that define this pivotal year. The message for 2025 is not to avoid planning altogether, but to plan with mindfulness and flexibility, understanding that the foundation of your well-being lies not in predicting the future, but in being fully present for its unfolding. Trust that each moment carries the wisdom you need to navigate what's next. This is not a call to abandon ambition, but to recalibrate it, ensuring that it is in harmony with the natural flow of life. As Thich Nhat Hanh beautifully said, the present moment is filled with joy and happiness. If you are attentive, you will see it. Let this be your compass for the year ahead, guiding you toward a life of balance, mindfulness, and authentic presence, even amidst the unknown. Number 2. Rethinking time and planning. Have you ever felt like time is slipping through your fingers, like days are shorter, and life is moving faster than you can keep up? It's not just your imagination, it's a sign of a profound shift in how we experience time. You see, time isn't the straight line we've always been taught to believe in. Instead, it's more like an intricate web, interconnected and ever-changing, where possibilities ripple out in all directions. This non-linear nature of time is becoming more apparent as events in our lives unfold with unexpected twists and turns, reminding us that what we once thought was predictable is now anything but. So, what does this mean for our plans and the way we approach the future? Let's dive in together. Planning, as we've traditionally done it, often traps us in the confines of outdated thinking. We base our plans on past experiences, trying to map out a future that aligns with what we already know. But here's the thing, when we do this, we're essentially tying ourselves to old timelines that no longer serve us. Think of it like trying to navigate a new city with an old map. The streets have changed, the landmarks are different, and your old map only leads to dead ends. This rigidity in planning limits our ability to grow, adapt, and embrace the new possibilities that are unfolding right here in the present moment. As the Buddhist master Thich Nhat Hanh once said, "The future is made of only one substance, the present moment." So why are we clinging so tightly to plans when the present is inviting us to let go? Letting go doesn't mean giving up or drifting aimlessly. It's about shifting our focus from controlling every detail to being open to the flow of life. Imagine how much lighter you'd feel if you didn't have to carry the weight of expectations for a year like 2025, a time filled with unknowns. What if, instead of planning every step, you asked yourself, what can I do today to align with my values, my purpose, and my deepest intentions? This kind of question allows you to stay grounded while remaining flexible, like bamboo bending with the wind but never breaking. You might wonder, but how can I live without planning? Won't my life fall into chaos? On the contrary, releasing the need to plan too rigidly creates space for clarity and creativity to emerge. When we stop fixating on controlling the future, we start noticing opportunities we might have overlooked. Have you ever been so focused on reaching a goal that you missed something beautiful right in front of you? This is the danger of over-planning. It narrows your vision and cuts you off from the serendipity and grace of life. Lao Tzu, the great Taoist sage, reminds us, "A good traveler has no fixed plans and is not intent on arriving." It's a lesson in trust, trusting the process, trusting yourself, and trusting that life has a rhythm that will guide you. Here's where it gets truly transformative. Embracing this non-linear view of time and letting go of rigid plans doesn't mean abandoning responsibility. It's about learning to respond to life as it happens, rather than reacting based on outdated expectations. Imagine a surfer riding a wave. They don't dictate the wave's direction. They adapt to its flow, balancing and adjusting as needed. What if you approached your life like that surfer, riding the waves of change instead of trying to fight against them? What could you discover about yourself in the process? This perspective also invites us to reconnect with our inner wisdom. The distractions of modern life often pull us away from our true selves, making it hard to hear the quiet voice of intuition. By stepping away from rigid planning, you create room for that voice to guide you. Ask yourself, what feels right now? And notice how your body and heart respond. This practice isn't about abandoning logic. It's about integrating intuition with mindfulness to make choices that resonate deeply with your core. Let's bring this back to you. What would it feel like to release the pressure of planning for a specific outcome in 2025? Could you approach the year as an open field, ready to explore rather than conquer? If this idea makes you uneasy, that's okay. Growth often begins at the edge of our comfort zone. Take a deep breath and consider this. What would it be like to replace the question, "What do I need to achieve?" with, "How can I fully show up for what's unfolding right now?" In Buddhism, there's a teaching called anatta, or non-self, which suggests that our true essence is not fixed or confined. Just as time flows and changes, so do we. By releasing our attachment to plans and the illusion of control, we open ourselves to the boundless possibilities of who we can become. And isn't that what life is all about? Discovering, evolving, and embracing the mystery of it all. So, as you look ahead, remember, the future isn't something to conquer, it's something to experience. Take each step with mindfulness, knowing that every moment contains the seeds of infinite potential. I'll leave you with one final question to ponder. If you let go of planning for 2025, what might you gain in freedom, peace, and possibility? Let's explore this journey together, one moment at a time. Number 3, the call for flexibility and presence. In a world that feels increasingly unpredictable, the concept of flexibility is no longer just a nice-to-have quality. It has become a necessity for navigating the currents of change. especially as we approach 2025. The message is clear. Clinging to rigid plans and outdated dreams limits not only our potential, but also our ability to align with the deeper, more authentic parts of ourselves. Instead of relentlessly pursuing goals that may no longer resonate, we are being called to recalibrate, to dream in harmony with who we are becoming rather than who we once were. This is a profound invitation to pause and reflect. Are your current aspirations truly aligned with your evolving self, or are they echoes of an identity you've outgrown? As the Buddha wisely taught, you cannot step into the same river twice, for it is not the same river, and you are not the same person. This understanding encourages us to release what no longer serves us and embrace the fluidity of life. Flexibility, as we approach this new chapter, is being described as a superpower. This isn't about giving up or resigning yourself to chaos. Rather, it's about cultivating the courage to trust the unknown and embrace the flow of life. In this trust, a kind of magic happens, a co-creation with the universe that allows doors to open in ways you never anticipated. By loosening our grip on control, we invite possibilities that far surpass anything we could have planned. Have you ever noticed how some of life's most extraordinary moments come when you least expect them? This isn't coincidence. It's the natural result of staying open and present. Rumi captures this beautifully when he says, "Try not to resist the changes that come your way. Instead, let life live through you, and do not worry that your life is turning upside down. How do you know that the side you are used to is better than the one to come?" In modern life, this flexibility often feels counterintuitive. We've been conditioned to believe that planning equals control and control equals success. But what if that belief is holding you back? The world is changing faster than ever, and rigid plans anchored in yesterday's assumptions might not survive tomorrow's reality. Instead, we're being invited to shift our focus to presence. Being present doesn't mean abandoning your ambitions. It means approaching them with a spirit of adaptability and curiosity. As you work toward your goals, ask yourself, am I responding to the moment, or am I forcing an outcome? This simple practice of mindfulness can transform the way you engage with life, bringing peace and clarity to even the most uncertain times. This call for flexibility also serves as a reminder that life's true fulfillment doesn't come from ticking boxes or achieving arbitrary milestones. It comes from the depth of our experience and the authenticity of our connections with ourselves, others, and the world around us. When we let go of rigid expectations, we make space for these connections to flourish. And isn't that what we're ultimately seeking? To feel alive, to feel connected, to feel at peace. As Thich Nhat Hanh beautifully expressed, smile, breathe, and go slowly. These simple acts anchor us in the present and remind us that life unfolds perfectly when we trust its rhythm. So, as you face the uncertainty of 2025, consider this. What would it feel like to recalibrate your dreams, to trust the unknown, and to approach life with an open heart and mind? How might your life change if you embraced flexibility, not as a weakness, but as a strength, a superpower that allows you to flow with the current rather than struggle against it? These are not just philosophical questions. They are practical invitations to live with more ease, joy, and authenticity. The year ahead holds infinite possibilities, but the key to unlocking them lies not in controlling the future, but in showing up fully for the present. Trust that the universe has a plan, even if it doesn't look like yours. What opportunities might you discover when you let go of the need to know and simply allow life to unfold? Number 4. Spiritual evolution and personal growth. Have you ever felt like the plans you've made or the dreams you once had no longer resonate with the person you are today? It's not uncommon, and according to the Pleiadian perspective, this is exactly what humanity should pay attention to right now. They urge us to pause and reconsider rigid plans for the future, especially for 2025, because our world is shifting in ways we may not fully understand. This isn't just about external changes, it's about inner transformation. The Pleiadians, as spiritual messengers, emphasize aligning with your true purpose and tuning into the deeper callings of your soul. This might feel overwhelming, especially if you've clung to specific goals for years. But what if letting go of those outdated dreams is the key to something greater? Think about this. When you evolve spiritually, your priorities naturally change. What once seemed like your life's ambition may feel like a faint echo of a past self. The Pleiadians remind us that this isn't failure, it's growth. It's like the Buddhist teaching that says, to live is to change, and to be perfect is to change often. By embracing change, you align more closely with who you are meant to be in this moment. Reflect on your own life. Are there plans or dreams you've been holding on to that no longer inspire or uplift you? What would happen if you released them and trusted the flow of your spiritual evolution? Another powerful insight the Pleiadians share is about the danger of anchors. These are the rigid goals and attachments that keep you tethered to the past. While it's natural to want stability, these anchors can weigh you down, preventing you from accessing the higher timelines available to you. Imagine trying to climb a mountain while dragging a heavy sack behind you. It's nearly impossible. Now consider this. What if those old goals and expectations are that sack? By loosening your grip on them, you create space for new, expansive possibilities to emerge. This is beautifully aligned with the Zen teaching, let go or be dragged. How might your life change if you allowed yourself to release what no longer serves you? This isn't to say planning is bad, but the Pleiadians encourage us to plan with fluidity, not rigidity. The energy of 2025 will be one of profound shifts, and sticking to outdated plans could limit your ability to adapt and grow. Instead, they invite us to approach the future with curiosity and openness. What if, instead of planning every step, you focused on aligning with your highest purpose and letting that guide your actions? Purpose isn't something static. It evolves as you do. Think of your life like a river, constantly flowing, adapting, and finding new paths. Are you willing to flow with it? To embrace this mindset, take some time to reconnect with yourself. Meditation, journaling, or simply sitting quietly with your thoughts can help you tune into what truly matters to you right now. Ask yourself, who am I becoming? What values and passions ignite my spirit? These questions can help you navigate the uncertainties of the future with confidence and clarity. As the Dalai Lama once said, the purpose of our lives is to be happy. True happiness comes not from clinging to the past, but from embracing the possibilities of the present. The Pleiadian message is one of hope and empowerment. They remind us that spiritual growth is a journey, not a destination. By letting go of outdated dreams, avoiding the traps of rigid planning, and aligning with your evolving purpose, you open yourself to a future filled with limitless potential. So, as you look toward 2025, ask yourself, am I planning for a version of me that no longer exists? What might I gain by trusting the unfolding of life instead? Remember, the journey of transformation is never about perfection. It's about authenticity, courage, and faith in the process. How will you step into the next chapter of your life with open hands and an open heart? If you've made it this far, you're already tuning into the vital insights that could reshape your 2025. Comment below with "Awakened Journey" to affirm your commitment to understanding what's truly coming. Don't click away yet. There's still a powerful revelation waiting for you in this video. Stay until the end to uncover the wisdom that will prepare you for the extraordinary changes ahead. Number 5. The power of surrender. In a world constantly urging us to plan, predict, and control every detail of our lives, the concept of surrender can feel counterintuitive. Yet, it is in surrendering, letting go of our rigid grip on the future, that we find true freedom. As the Pleiadians remind us, life's most profound experiences often emerge unplanned, like a river carving its path without force, guided only by the flow of water and gravity. Surrendering to the present moment doesn't mean giving up on life or ambition. Instead, it means embracing trust in the unfolding of events, even when they deviate from our meticulously crafted expectations. As the Buddha wisely taught, "You can only lose what you cling to," a reminder that our obsessive need for control can ironically lead us to lose what we truly desire: peace, joy, and connection. When we try to control every outcome, we close ourselves off to the magic of spontaneity. Consider the countless moments in your own life that shaped you unexpectedly: a chance meeting that sparked a friendship, a career shift born from unforeseen circumstances, or even a lesson learned through failure that ultimately redirected your path for the better. These moments, though unplanned, carry a sense of divine guidance, as if the universe whispers, "Trust me, I have a plan far greater than yours." The Pleiadians emphasize this trust, urging us to release our attachment to rigid timelines and allow life's wisdom to work its wonders. Think of the caterpillar. It doesn't schedule the day it will transform into a butterfly. It simply allows the process to unfold, trusting nature's timing. In our modern lives, this message of surrender is especially poignant. We live in an era dominated by schedules, goals, and endless to-do lists. While planning has its place, it becomes problematic when we hinge our happiness on outcomes, as if joy is only possible when everything goes according to plan. How often do we hear ourselves say, "I'll be happy when I get the promotion, when I buy the house, when I finally have time to relax"? This mindset robs us of the present moment, the only time we truly have. As Lao Tzu once said, "By letting it go, it all gets done. The world is won by those who let it go. But when you try, the world is beyond winning." Surrender is not passive. It is a deeply active state of trust and acceptance, a willingness to be open to life as it is rather than how we think it should be. Surrendering to life's flow doesn't mean abandoning our dreams. It means softening our attachment to how and when they unfold. This approach allows us to approach challenges with resilience and grace. For instance, when plans fall apart or unexpected obstacles arise, surrender teaches us to ask, "What is this moment teaching me?" instead of, "Why is this happening to me?" This shift in perspective is liberating, turning setbacks into opportunities for growth. Life, much like nature, follows its rhythm. A tree doesn't rush to bloom before its time, and neither should we. Trusting the process invites a sense of ease that planning alone cannot provide. One way to practice surrender in daily life is through mindfulness. By grounding ourselves in the present, we develop the ability to observe life without the constant need to control or judge it. Whether it's sitting quietly with a cup of tea, taking a deep breath before responding to a stressful situation, or simply being fully present with loved ones, these small acts of mindfulness anchor us in the now. As Thich Nhat Hanh said, Breathing in, I calm my body. Breathing out, I smile. Dwelling in the present moment, I know this is a wonderful moment. Each moment carries its own gift when we're willing to receive it. Surrender is not just a spiritual practice, it is a practical one. In our careers, relationships, and personal growth, surrender allows us to navigate uncertainty with wisdom and courage. For example, instead of obsessing over securing a promotion or achieving the next milestone, we can focus on doing our best in the present moment, trusting that the right opportunities will come when the time is ripe. Similarly, in relationships, surrendering to love means letting go of the fear of vulnerability and embracing the beauty of connection without overthinking every move. Ultimately, surrender teaches us that life is a co-creation between our intentions and the universe's greater wisdom. When we learn to release our need for control, we create space for miracles to unfold. Just as a bird trusts the wind to carry it, we too can trust life to guide us. This trust is not a weakness, it is the deepest form of strength. As the Zen master Shunryu Suzuki said, "In the beginner's mind there are many possibilities, but in the expert's mind there are few." Surrender opens us to possibilities we could never have imagined, reminding us that life's beauty often lies in its unpredictability. So as you navigate 2025 and beyond, consider the power of surrender. Release the tight grip of control and allow the unexpected to surprise you. Embrace the divine guidance that flows through unplanned moments, trusting that every twist and turn is leading you exactly where you need to be. Surrender isn't about giving up. It's about showing up with an open heart, a calm mind, and the faith to let life unfold in its own perfect timing. After all, as Rumi so beautifully put it, try not to resist the changes that come your way. Instead, let life live through you. And do not worry that your life is turning upside down. How do you know that the side you are used to is better than the one to come? Number 6. Practical steps for embracing 2025. As we stand on the threshold of 2025, it's not a time for rushing into action or meticulously planning every step, but rather a moment to pause, reflect, and recalibrate. Just as a tree doesn't rush to bear fruit in winter, but conserves its energy for spring, we too must align with the natural rhythm of life and the cosmos. The universe, like a skilled potter, shapes our journey with subtle hands, urging us to trust its timing. This year calls for patience as we allow the cosmic energies to settle, providing clarity for the road ahead. As the Buddha once said, "Do not dwell in the past, do not dream of the future, concentrate the mind on the present moment." By focusing on recalibration rather than rigid planning, we give ourselves the gift of alignment with the flow of life. Listening to our intuition becomes the compass guiding us through the uncertainties of 2025. Intuition, often dismissed as whimsical or irrational, is in reality a profound connection to our inner wisdom. It's the whisper of the universe, speaking through our souls, urging us to act in harmony with our highest potential. When logic falters and the road ahead seems obscured, it's intuition that shines a gentle light, offering direction. A famous quote by Albert Einstein reminds us, "The intuitive mind is a sacred gift, and the rational mind is a faithful servant." We have created a society that honors the servant and has forgotten the gift. This year, let us honor the sacred gift within us, trusting those quiet nudges and hunches that often lead us to paths more wondrous than we could have planned. Openness becomes our greatest strength in times of flux, like the river that flows around obstacles, finding its way to the sea. By staying open to unexpected opportunities and saying yes to the unknown, we embrace adaptability. This openness isn't blind acceptance, but a willingness to engage with life as it unfolds, meeting every twist and turn with curiosity and courage. It's about planting seeds of possibility without fixating on the harvest, understanding that even detours can lead to destinations more beautiful than our original plans. The words of Lao Tzu come to mind. A good traveler has no fixed plans and is not intent on arriving. In 2025, let us be those travelers open to serendipity and ready to find growth in the unexpected. In modern life, where control and predictability are often prized, this approach can feel counterintuitive. We are conditioned to equate success with meticulous planning and decisive action. However, the year ahead asks us to unlearn this rigid mindset and embrace a deeper wisdom. Just as a skilled sailor adjusts their sails to the shifting winds, we must adapt to the energies of the present rather than clinging to preconceived notions of what should be. This adaptability not only fosters resilience, but also deepens our connection to the flow of life, reminding us that true security lies not in control, but in trust. For those navigating the uncertainties of 2025, remember that every pause is an opportunity for insight. Every intuitive nudge is a step toward alignment, and every moment of openness invites transformation. By grounding ourselves in these principles, we move through the year with grace and intention, guided by the wisdom of the universe and the strength of our inner light. As Thich Nhat Hanh so beautifully said, "The present moment is the only time over which we have dominion. Let us cherish this dominion and embrace the year ahead, not as a challenge to be conquered, but as a journey to be experienced with faith, courage, and love." In this way, 2025 can become not just another year, but a profound chapter of growth and discovery in our lives. Number 7. A vision beyond the known. The message the Pleiadians share is a powerful invitation to step into a new way of thinking and being. They encourage us to look beyond the limits of what we know and dream bigger, trust deeper, and co-create with the universe itself. Imagine this. Instead of clinging to carefully laid plans that often end up causing stress or disappointment, we learn to let go, to embrace uncertainty, and to trust that the universe has possibilities far beyond what we can imagine. Does that idea scare you, or does it set you free? In Buddhism, there's a teaching that resonates deeply here. You only lose what you cling to. The Pleiadians' warning about not planning too rigidly for 2025 is not about creating fear, but about opening your heart and mind to the idea that life is more fluid than we often allow it to be. Plans are made with the best of intentions, but life frequently unfolds in unexpected ways. Have you ever had a moment where everything went differently than you thought it would, yet somehow turned out better? That's the power of trusting the unknown, a force that doesn't just guide us but works with us when we let it. The Pleiadians speak of infinite possibilities, reminding us that the future doesn't have to mirror the past. Think about the patterns and habits we fall into, those automatic ways of living and thinking. Are they truly serving you, or are they holding you back? When we allow ourselves to step outside the boundaries of these patterns, we begin to access an entirely new realm of potential. What if 2025 was your chance to reclaim that beginner's mind, to open yourself to limitless opportunities? But how do we do this? How do we move away from planning every detail and instead align with universal energies to co-create a life that's richer and more meaningful? The key is presence and trust. Being present allows us to tune into the subtle guidance of the universe, those quiet nudges, synchronicities, and opportunities that often go unnoticed when we're too focused on the future. Trust is the bridge that carries us through uncertainty. It's not blind faith, but a deep understanding that when we work in harmony with the universe, extraordinary things can happen. Have you ever stopped to wonder how much more life might offer if you just trusted a little more? Now, this isn't to say that planning has no place in life. Planning can provide structure and direction, but rigid plans can become a trap when they leave no room for spontaneity or the unexpected. It's about balance, setting intentions, but holding them lightly, allowing space for the unexpected beauty and lessons of life to unfold. The Pleiadians remind us that the magic of co-creation lies in partnership. You are not alone in shaping your reality. The universe is your partner, and together you can craft something far beyond what you might plan on your own. Think of a river. You can plan your journey along it, map out the bends and rapids, and decide how you'll navigate each section. But you can't control the current. If you try to fight it, you'll exhaust yourself. But if you flow with it, you'll find yourself carried forward with grace. Are you fighting the current of life, or are you flowing with it? This question isn't meant to be answered quickly. It's meant to invite reflection. The Pleiadian warning about 2025 invites us to release the need to map out every twist and turn of our lives. Instead, it asks us to embrace a mindset of openness and curiosity. Can you imagine living a life where you wake up each day excited, not because everything is planned, but because you're open to the surprises the universe might bring? What if those surprises were exactly what you needed to grow, to heal, and to thrive? In 2025, let's dare to dream beyond the limits of what we know. Let's trust the infinite possibilities of the unknown and co-create a future that's not just about surviving, but truly living. As Lao Tzu said, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. That step doesn't need to be planned, it just needs to be taken. So, what step will you take today to align with this flow? How will you embrace the vast potential waiting for you in the uncharted future? This is your journey. Step into it with courage, trust, and an open heart. What do you think your life could become if you gave the unknown a chance? As we step into 2025, let's embrace the opportunity to release rigid plans, trust the flow of life, and align with the transformative energies of this pivotal year. Remember, the universe often works in ways far beyond what we can predict, and true growth happens when we let go and open ourselves to possibilities. If this message resonates with you, I invite you to be part of our growing community. Please like this video, share it with others who might find it meaningful, and subscribe to the Journey of Wisdom for more insights on navigating life with mindfulness and balance. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss our upcoming videos. Together, let's continue this journey of wisdom, one moment at a time. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.